Hello everyone, welcome to Broadcastle. So the Valentine week has started and it has already blended loads of people to the concept of love is in the air. Similarly, today our topic is a brief history about Valentine Day, its story and how it all started. Before getting into the video, let me aware you guys that the story about Valentine Day holds a tragic story rather than some wonderful romantic fiction like history. As it sounds, it is not as it sounds. While Valentine Day is known for kissing, Valentine Day gifts, and hard to get dinner reservations, the origins of the holiday are far less romantic. Without any further ado, let's dive into the dark origins of Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is a time to celebrate romance and love and kissy face fealty, but the origins of this festival of candy and cupids are actually dark, bloody, and a bit muddled. Though no one has pinpointed the exact origin of the holiday, one place to start is ancient Rome. From February 13 to 15, the Romans celebrated the feast of Lupercalia. The men sacrificed a goat and a dog, then whipped women with the hides of the animals they had just slain. The Roman romantics were drunk, they were naked. Noel Lenski, now a religious studies professor at Yale University, told NPR in 2011, young women would line up for the men to hit them. Lenski even said they believed this would make them fertile. The brutal feat included a matchmaking lottery in which young men drew the names of women from a jar. The couple would then be coupled up for the duration of the festival or longer if the match was right. The ancient Romans may also be responsible for the name of our modern day love. Emperor Claudius executed two men, both named Valentine, on February 14 of different years in the 3rd century. Their martyrdom was honored by the Catholic Church with the celebration of Saint Valentine's Day. As the holiday spread, it evolved. Later, Pope Gelasius muddled things in the 5th century by combining Saint Valentine's Day with Lupercalia to expel pagan rituals. But the festival was more of a theatrical interpretation of what it had once been. Lenski added it was a little more of a drunken revel, but the Christians put clothes back on it. That did not stop it from being a day of fertility and love. Around the same time, the Normans celebrated Valentine's Day. Valentine meant lover of women. That was likely confused with Valentine's Day at some point, in part because they sound alike. As the years went on, the holiday grew sweeter. Shakespeare romanticized it in their work and it gained popularity throughout the Britain and the rest of the Europe. Handmade paper cards became the tokens du jour in the Middle Ages. Eventually, the tradition made its way to the New World. The Industrial Revolution ushered in factory-made cards in the 19th century. February has not been the same since. Unlike this, there are many more stories related to Valentine's Day, in which some of them are: one legend says the Saint Valentines refused to convert to paganism and was executed by Roman Emperor Claudius. Prior to his execution, he was able to miraculously heal the daughter of his jailer, who then converted to Christianity along with his family. Another legend says a bishop called Saint Valentine of Tournai is the true namesake of this holiday. This Saint Valentine was also executed. Again, some legend says Saint Valentine was a Roman priest who performed weddings for soldiers forbidden to marry. Because of a Roman emperor's edict decreeing married soldiers did not make good warriors and thus young men could not marry. This Saint Valentine wore a ring with a cupid on it, a symbol of love that helps soldiers recognize him. And in a precursor to greeting cards, he handed out paper hearts to remind Christians of their love for God. Because of this legend, Saint Valentine became known as the person saint of love. The Saint Valentine prayer asks Saint Valentine to connect lovers together so that two become one, and the couple remembers their devotion to God. Lastly, I have some amazing facts related to Valentine's Day for you to know. So here is it. The average Valentine's Valentine's Day gift giver spends nearly $200 on Valentine's Day gifts and goodies for about $26 billion overall. While most people send out nice messages for the holiday, Victorian era folks sometimes used Valentines to turn down a suitor called a vinegar Valentine. More than 250 million roses are produced for Valentine's Day, with red roses making up nearly two-thirds of that number. Valentine's Day is one of the most popular days to propose. In fact, if you got engaged between December and February, you are in the zone when the most proposals happen. The color red and the heart shape first started showing up in the medieval art during the 14th and 15th century. Therefore, if you don't make a big deal about Valentine's Day, you are not alone. A YouGov survey found that only 30% of Americans thought it was a real special occasion, with most people liking holidays like New Year's Eve, Halloween, Labor Day, Memorial Day more than the Day of Love. That's it for today. Like, share, and subscribe to Broadcastle if you want to, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss my next videos. Thank you.